My name's Mike. I host Your Dark Companion. And I want to thank you all for joining us on patreon.com. And also, do check out the Sunset Lounge because there's all kinds of good things going on there, such as the Ingle Angle, a weekly combination of commentary on sports, entertainment, pop culture, family, with Mac Ingle of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Mac takes a very unusual angle on things, so check out the Ingle Angle.
Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Rhyner, sports talk. Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
We had a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Grego? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
The Texas Rangers win the World Series.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip.
Yeah, tip.
Okay.
With a P.
Keep jamming.
The ticket, colon, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off session.
This is a cool night or what?
Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
This is Your Dark Companion, and we're glad to have you with us today. I always like to tell the people in foreign ports what's going on here in the D and what kind of day we're having around here on this, which I believe is the 19th of February in the year 2025. And today it is cold in the D, man. We're having Minnesota type weather up here. Mm-hmm. And yes, it is 19 degrees, 19 big degrees out there in Big D today.
What does it feel like? 4.
Wow.
That's low.
That is.
That's chilly.
That is hardcore.
What does it feel like? What is it? That's so good. That is so subtle. That's so good, Drew.
Thank you.
See, it's masterful bon mots like that that have put him where he is.
Yeah.
We have Ralph Strangis with
Yay.
us once again today. Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. I'm so happy to be here. I can't tell you. I really am.
He is coming to us by the miracle of Zoom from Joshua Tree, he tells us.
Close to Joshua. I'm in Rancho Mirage, which is part of the greater Coachella Valley. I abut Cathedral City, which abuts Palm Springs.
He said butts.
I like saying butts.
A lot of button going on out there.
Yeah.
I'll take anal bum cover for 400.
I'm sorry, that's an album cover.
Rubes, I'm hiring you away from this guy. That's
Okay.
it. You're going to be my Ed McMahon.
Yes. My bags are packed already.
Yeah.
Will Darcy let you go?
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
She can come too. You guys will like it here a lot. Yeah.
Especially
we will.
when it's snowing. Like
Yeah.
today.
When it's warm over there. Yeah. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods?
Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Blue skies, 72. Probably go for a bike ride.
Nice.
In other words, about like it always is.
Pardon me?
About like it always is. In other words.
This time of year, we have 6 months of there's no place better in the United States. We really do. And then, you got to deal with the summer, but you guys are very familiar with dealing with inclemency in the summer. And here, as we like to say, there is no humidity. So, and that does make a difference. The nights cool down a bit, and when you're in the shade, it's better, and you can kind of manage it a little bit better here, I've found, than there. And the beach is 2 hours away, so, whatever, right? I love it.
So how long have you been a denizen of this part of the world?
Well, I got here in November of 2018, so I'm a little over 6, going on 7 years. I really, really enjoy it. I came here and rented a condo for a couple of months with all my stuff in storage. I had been on a few trips here. I have some friends who have places here. And I thought, well, let me just see. And I really liked it. And then I moved into a rental house while I looked for something to actually buy or figure out what else, because I wanted my stuff out of storage. And then COVID hit. So then I was stuck in the rental house. And then my daughter got, Hollywood got upended. She was working in Hollywood. And so she came and lived with me in the rental house for about a year and a half. Then I bought a condo, sold it. Now I'm here in Rancho Mirage. So that's, and I love this place. This is a very cool place. You can see some of the art and things all. It's a testament to Ralph Strangis in here. And
that's good. That's good.
And here,
there needs to be a testament to Ralph Strangis out there somewhere.
It better be here. There's going to be anywhere else. And here, we do as we please. In this house, we do exactly what we please. Oh, God, that's good, man. It's just, you have no idea how good that is. Anyway.
Part of me was hoping you were going to tell us that you threw a dart at a map of the United States when you were looking to go somewhere else, and that's where it landed.
I had vacationed here a couple of years earlier. I had never been to Palm Springs in my life until 2015. And my friend I went to grade school with had a house here. He said, why don't you come, when I left the Stars, he goes, why don't you come hang out with me for a few days? We'll play golf. And I said, yeah, I've never been to Palm Springs. And have you guys been here?
No, I have not.
You land at the airport, and the airport's this outdoor airport, about 25 gates, okay? Mostly outdoors. And and the upper gates it's kind of elevated, and you walk out and it's all open, and you look right at this 11,000 foot peak about 10 seconds after you get off the airplane, and you go, wait, what's this place all about? And it really hits you almost immediately that this is kind of a very different little place here. It's a little like Tucson in that it's kind of a smaller town feel, and you're not on freeways all the time, and you're up against the mountains and stuff. And the desert climate, it's just, and we have casinos, we have entertainment. We've got American Hockey League team here now, the Seattle Kraken's minor league affiliate, the Coachella Valley Firebirds. We have a new 10,000 seat arena. Everybody has to come through here because it's Irving Azoff's building. And so, everybody starts their tours or ends their tours or comes here for tours. So it's a really cool, this from the Chamber of Commerce here. But it's a really cool part of the world. And if you're looking to escape what's going on in Dallas right now, this is a great place to 150 championship golf courses. I mean, it's really a fun place. Lots of hiking and biking and stuff too. So,
I always think of that part of the world like desert. And when I think of desert, I think of desert, cactus, and not much else. And that's not how the desert is it?
No, we built, and here they've got the water under the water table under the ground, right? A little like Sinaloa. How they were able to grow the weed is because they had the water under in the desert. That's how they were able to grow it in the desert. So we have that here too, some of that. So there's a lot of really, and then of course there's the pumping in of other water sources, but it's just a really cool kind of hippie, funky, weird place. Somebody said. Friend of mine said to another friend of mine, well, what's Ralph doing in Palm Springs? He's not gay. They go, no, he's not gay. So what's he doing? Musical theater. Oh, okay. So, but it's a great community because it's so diverse here too. It's really fun. I enjoy all the stuff that goes on. We have modernism going on now. They have an architectural thing. And then the Indian Wells, getting to sports here, the Indian Wells BNP Paribas tennis tournament comes. And that is as big an event as I've ever been to in my life. It's the 5th Slam. It's the second biggest stadium court next to Arthur Ashe in New York. The grounds are impeccable. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here this time of year. Is that what we're talking about on the show?
Another probably.
Is this the show?
Oh, yeah.
This is it. We're on now.
It's happening.
Another uncool perception I have of it is that it's a big place for retirees. And that's all that's there, which, hey, bring me on. I'll add a little something to that.
Oh, yes, you will. It is. But there's, like everything else, there's pockets of everything. But the good news is this is the land of taking care of prostates and bladder problems, because the clientele here is old guys.
Yes.
So, and
we do have prostate and bladder problems.
Oh boy.
I'm a walking prostate issue.
Oh, dude, I've got bladder cancer. Like it's gone, but and I had prostate surgery. And so I'm here, and I'm here in the land of where old people get pretty good medical treatment. So, and then I'm a year away from Medicare. What could happen between now and then? I'm positive I'll be getting my Medicare. So, I'm sorry.
See, I'm a walking prostate surgery candidate. Tell me what I'm in for.
Okay, you got your Eisenhower Medical Centers here. Okay, you got the best care in the world here. You got your what they call concierge care for old people like us. We can buy a special package, #America, #capitalism, #healthcare. That guys like you and I who have, a couple of bucks in the bank can walk in, write them a check. Oh, yeah, we'll take care of all of that for you. We'll make your appointments. We'll do this. We'll run it all for you. It's, it's pretty good if you can do it. But yeah, we've got the number of hospitals, the number of clinic cares. It's sort of like, Mayo here a little bit. They've got just huge complexes and people come from LA because it's easier to come here to get care than bang around Los Angeles. Is this the show, Groobs? Are we?
Yes.
No, we're still doing it.
Yeah, we're doing the show.
Are the kids interested in this?
Show.
Are the young
prostate issues on the show?
Yeah.
Kids gonna it used to be, how can I say this the right way? Should I say it the right way or should I say it
Just say it the Ralphie
say
way.
it however you want.
Just put
It
it.
used to be pussies, it used to be party and pussy, and now it's prescriptions and procedures.
Mile, things have changed.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, there was a time when I would have been all about
Ryan-
performer, but now I'm afraid I'm headed toward the ladder.
Ryan's is this. Listen, Ryan's and I, because we'll tell you, we're of this age where you sit down at a table and immediately somebody will say, "What are you taking for blood pressure?" And well, good to see you too. Yeah. So all we do is compare sort of medical stories, right? Ryan's like, it's just we're at that time, man.
Yeah, we are at that time, and I don't like to admit it, and I don't know if I ever have admitted it to anyone, but I do get caught up in my fair share of those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's uncomfortable.
Oh God.
But it's uncomfortable, but I will always participate just to see what they have to say about it,
Yeah.
What kind of story they have, see what they may know that I don't, or what they've had happen to them that I haven't yet.
Well, I've got a really good blood pressure pill. Okay. It comes with some side effects. They give me 250 milligrams of Viagra every day. So I'm playing ring toss half my life. It's I'm sorry.
How many lamps do you knock over a day?
It's true. Viagra was invented as a blood pressure drug, right? You have the lower your blood pressure, which is counterintuitive, the lower your blood pressure, the more able you are to perform. Not that anybody in this group has to worry about any of these things. Boy, did that get quiet. So then, as they're developing the drug, they find out, wow, there's a side effect here. Holy cow, maybe we should sell this as a different medicine. And that's actually the truth. You can look it up. That's those pills were made for that. So, and I've got very high blood pressure. I'm a little high strung sometimes.
What?
Yes.
I only got quiet there because I'm feeling you, man.
Oh man. Yeah,
we got one in here that doesn't have to worry about that sort of thing yet, and 3 women.
Right. So for me, it's Viagra and weed, man. That's it.
The Ralphie diet.
The Ralphie diet.
And and seltzer water from Trader Joe's.
Oh. Not an ad. Not a sponsor. Yeah.
No, not sponsored. I don't have sponsors yet. Maybe I'll get one.
There you go.
Wow.
What are we talking about here?
We don't know.
We're talking about stuff, man. What we always talk about.
We're having fun.
We're talking about
we're always having fun. I could use a light. Oh, I have one and I forgot to set it up. Doggone it. I would have looked so pretty.
That's all right. You look good.
You're killing me, man.
You look good. Everything looks bright in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. They call this coffered ceilings. Maybe we went through this before. But I've got 2 ceiling fans that that aren't synced but are on the same remote.
I see them.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Look at them. So
That's all we're gonna notice now.
I can never get them going. I stand and I put a blanket up over one while I'm trying to adjust the other one with the remote.
Oh,
One's a little faster than the other, it looks
Yeah.
like.
I know, it's weird, right? And now that I pointed it out, you won't be able to look at anything else.
you're killing us, Ralphie.
It's my job. It's my
We're
job.
too OCD for this.
Oh my God. And I'm so OCD. Like, look around here. Those things are, I mean, I measure the distance between the wall and all that. I mean, my shirts are hung by color. You know? Yeah. The Viagra pills are stacked.
See, they call that OCD. I call that organization.
Yeah. I'm very well organized. I'm really well. I'm an excellent driver. My dad lets me drive. Waterburn, baby. Yeah, I'm good.
So tell us about Bob Gainey.
Tell you about Bob Gainey. What would you like to know about Mr. Gainey?
Did you like him?
Oh, I love Bob. I just talked to him on the phone 2 days ago.
Really?
So, remind me to talk to you off camera about something, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
Well, we have a friend who's having some medical problems. So I don't want to bring that up on the show here. Just Ryan's, you and I are the only medical problems people are going to hear about today. But Bob, so I spoke with Bob because we have a friend like that. I text or speak with Bob every month or two or something. And then he came out to visit me a couple of months ago. So when was I on last?
Hadn't been terribly long ago. Like,
was it
3
before
weeks
Christmas?
or so?
3 weeks.
No, it was like 2 months, right? Or so.
Oh, really?
I got double pink
Damn.
eye during the holidays. Did you know this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gainey was with me and he took me to the doctor. Instead of having fun and playing golf, Gainey was my nurse Bob was my nurse for 3 days. But he's a really good nurse. Like he's a really kind man. Bob Gainey is as solid a guy as I've ever known in my life. He's the very first guy I met when I auditioned for my North Stars job, just haphazardly in the fall of 1990. And we became close very quickly because both of us had a lot of interests outside of hockey. And most people inside of hockey don't have interests outside of hockey. And when we'd go on the road, while other guys would go, to the bar to try and see a game, because you couldn't watch games in your room. There was no internet and satellite in the early days. And so the coaches would go and every team is like this. The coaches go to the bar at night to watch hockey games. They have dinner. That's it. End of story, period. That's it. No more. Nothing else is going on in our lives. Bob would turn to me and say, well, I can't do that. Do you want to go? I found a poetry reading in some little divey bar in Columbus, Ohio, someplace. And so I'd go do that with him. And so Bob and I became like, Bob famously doesn't really watch other people's hockey games. And he doesn't. And he's about the only GM that did that. When I was working with the Stars, one guy had everybody's back. One guy had my back. I had one guy in the organization, in my entire time there that had my back, and it was Bob Gainey. When Bob Gainey left, I knew it wouldn't be that much longer. Somehow that wasn't because I didn't have anybody else in there that was like, no matter what happens, we're going to make sure Ralph's okay. That was not the case with anybody else in there.
I was really grabbing at straws when I threw that out there.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea that you two were like that.
Oh, yeah.
I was just looking for something to talk to you about. That was a name that came to mind. And I remember when, long before hockey came here, we would get some, not a lot, but some of the Stanley Cup finals on TV around here.
Yeah.
One of the independent stations would carry it or somebody would pick it up. And this was well before the advent of cable too. And the Canadians were always in there. And this is when Bob was playing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know nothing about the game. And I would watch it with my dad, though, and I thought he knew even less about it than I did. But we're watching one night, and he said, man, watch that number 23.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, well, okay, what's he doing? He says, just watch him. He knows what's happening out there. He knows what's going to happen before it does.
Yeah.
And then when the Stars came here and he was the coach, he was always so stoic around us.
Yeah.
I mean, you got one side of Bob Gainey, and that was it. And that was the no nonsense, hockey only business side. If he had a sense of humor, I didn't know about it. We never saw it.
He is the funniest. He is the driest, funniest person. So I'll tell you a couple of funny Bob Gainey stories. Now again, I think the Adelsons have taken a contract out to end my life. I've been so abrasive of what they've been doing here. I just wrote a huge piece on this Four Nations thing, comparing it to 1980. But I like this. Let's talk about Bob. So I'll give you two quick stories. So I was sitting next to, I don't know, you guys might know the name Kevin Spivey. Spivey was our first director of broadcast or something way back when. And Spivey's sitting on the plane and he's playing with his computer, and Bob's in the seat next to him. We all used to fly, kind of next to each other like that. And Kevin goes, oh, and Bob says, what? And Kevin says, oh, I just found the button where instead of double clicking to open something up, I can single click it. And Bob, without missing a beat, looks right at him and says, imagine all the time you'll save. We're on the plane. We had just beaten Colorado in 2000 in the Western Conference Final. And the game ended on a Saturday, and game one of the Stanley Cup Final was a Monday. They really, everything was even more East-centric than it is now. Like, they didn't really care. Nobody really cares about the West over here. It's like, so, yeah, whatever. They'll just get, so we had to do media we had to fly there Sunday morning to do media. Anyway, we were supposed to have an extra day off. So everybody's kind of tired. We're coming up, and we all used to enter the plane from the back, which was kind of the way to do it. But then they'd make anyway. So I was up there. Bob and I are in the front. We're waiting for people, and all of a sudden, here's Hitch coming down the aisle like this with his bags. And Bob looks at me and he goes, oh shit. He takes a coin out of his pocket. He goes, call it. I go, what am I calling? This was like No Country for Old Men. What do I have to win? You have everything to win. What do I have to lose? You have everything to lose. Let's call it. Okay. Heads. He doesn't show me the coin. He says, tails. You get Hitch for the flight. So I sat next to Hitch for the whole flight. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to 5 hours sit next to Hitch for 5 hours on this. So I sat next to Hitch for the whole flight. It's kind of funny.
Did you all have fun?
I probably tried to fall asleep, but
oh, look at that. Are those mountains down there, Ralphie? I don't know. Do you think, so what did you think about the game last night there? Are there any libraries in New Jersey where we're staying? Because that might be kind of what size hat are you wearing? I need a new baseball cap. Do you wear a stretch hat? That's what it is for like 5 hours, So oh God, okay. And Hitch, by the way, and Hitch and I, and you know this, very close. You're very close. And we live in the Coachella Valley together. His health is okay. I can say that. He was getting a shot and trying to get back to hitting golf balls and maybe playing a little golf. But he's doing pretty good too. So there we go.
Well, that's good. I didn't expect that little bit of data, but that's good to know.
This is why you have me on occasionally. I'm a surprise.
You're a veritable font of poop.
I have no idea. Sitting in it right now.
I will say this about Hitch.
Okay.
I learned more about the inner workings of a team from him than anybody else I've ever run across in sports.
Yes.
Because he was always very open with us about it. He would always tell us what things were like. And I just have a great admiration and appreciation for that guy. And I'm glad to know he's doing well.
He is. He really is. Hitch is, he's still the same old Hitch, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. And so again, the Bob and Hitch thing. And then maybe you want to talk to me about probably the Mavericks want to kill me. All right,
we'll get around to that.
So Bob and Hitch. So we have a friend who's not doing so well. This is how this goes. Okay. This is me, Bob and Hitch to a T. So my friend keeps sending me updates on how he is. He's unable to speak on the phone very well. He was in ICU, all these things, but he sends me these texts. So I send the first of these texts to Hitch and Bob because we had spoken about it and all that. I said, I'll get the text. I'll send them up. So the first text I send, I was out of town. I was in LA going to watch the Kings game, Stars Kings game. I send it out. I go, look, this just came, and in capital letters, I can't talk about it right now because I have to do this. So just read it and we'll all talk later. I push send and my phone rings and it's Hitch, right? He doesn't read texts. When I send him a text, he calls me to ask me what the text says. So I'm serious on everything. So I just ignore it. And then it comes, and then I get another update a couple of days later. And I do kind of the same thing. Hey guys, I'm still out of town, blah, blah, blah. He calls me. So I text him and I go, Hitch, I'm going to send these updates, but if you read them, it says, I can't really talk right now. And the information is all in there. I don't have any other information. No response from Hitch. A couple of days later, I send another one. Same thing happens. So I text Gainey. I go, listen, I'm sending you the stuff. You get Hitch now. I lost that fucking coin toss all those years ago. Your turn. I did. And so now Bob, I send it to Bob, and Bob sends it to Hitch. And that's what we were talking about on the phone the other day. And he goes, oh, yeah, no, I can handle Hitch on this one. I'll take him. Okay. Oh, listen, you can't make this stuff up. These guys are awesome. When you go through what we went through in terms of building something from scratch in a place that you didn't know how it was going to go, and you experience the kind of success we all had together and the kind of success the team still enjoys, it's a really special thing. You don't, those bonds don't go away very easily. Those guys, if I walked into one of those guys from that team, it's just, I'd share a hug. Everybody that was in that group would give everybody big hugs except for Razor. But he's not a hug. He's not a hug. So,
He's not a hugger.
He's not a hugger. He's not a hugger. We can say a lot about my
guy?
friend Razor, who's excellent at what he does, but he's not a hugger.
He's hugged me.
Has he?
Hell yeah.
Has he?
I'm a hugger.
Well, I'm a hugger too.
I overpower his non-hugginess.
Yeah, I'm a hugger too.
I'm just that good of a hugger.
But he's never
When
hugged
did
me.
this happen?
Well, get on my level.
I guess I'm not on your level.
But you are on my side.
Nobody's at. If he hugged you, Groobs,
Yeah.
you're one of
one.
I've heard of that's ever
I know.
been. You're the only.
All right, this is Ralph Strangis here with us, the great Ralph Strangis, joining us from Palm Springs today via the miracle of, is this Zoom? Oh, this is Zoom.
Zumba.
And if you like what we're doing here, or you don't like what we're doing here, we need to know this. We want to know this.
Yeah.
And we want you to let us know. You can reach us via chat under the community tab on the Patreon page. That is patreon.com/YourDarkCompanion, or on social media. We're all over the place there. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're there at Your Dark Companion. On Facebook, we're just at regular old Your Dark Companion. On X, we are at YDC_DFW. Tell your friends, tell your family. We're out here. We are on Patreon, Spotify, and now you can catch episodes of YDC and What's on Mike's Mind on YouTube. There, we are at the Old Gray Wolf 16. Remember, YDC and Sunset Lounge are now free. Click on the free member button at the top of the Patreon membership page to join and Enjoy our regular shows for free. Also visit patreon.com/Sunset Lounge DFW and patreon.com/Your Dark Companion for other fun, interesting, and informational posts. That was an amazing, amazing dose of word salad that I just gave you there.
But it's delicious.
I wrote most of it down, but I missed the MySpace one. What's your link there?
Probably MySpaceMissy.com or something.
I haven't thought of her in forever.
That was just for you.
Grooves, do you still have an OnlyFans account, Grooves?
Not to your knowledge. It's only for Darcy now.
As it should be. I want to meet this Darcy.
She's very sweet.
She looks extremely sweet. I see the pictures of you two guys, and it's awesome. Like, it's just awesome what you guys are doing.
Aw, thank you, Busty.
Yeah, you bet, buddy.
It is awesome.
Hey, by the way, y'all know who LeVar Ball is? You know, the father of was it Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo?
Yeah.
Yes.
He got his foot amputated.
What?
What do y'all think about that?
Why? Wait,
Did he have sugar diabetes or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he have diabetes?
Had his foot amputated after suffering a serious medical issue.
Okay, so you know,
yeah, go ahead, Ashley, because I got
the
one.
Balls have made news multiple times in the past 3 weeks, and we have not heard anything of them in 10 years.
How do they make news?
So
what they do?
LaGello, is that his name?
LiAngelo?
No, there's
LaMelo?
Langella?
Close enough.
Yeah, that one.
I have a Frank Langella story too, but go ahead.
He has decided.
Is it LaMelo or is it another one named LaGello?
There's one named LaGello. Or
LaMelo and
LiAngelo, but they call him Jello or whatever.
Mello?
Whatever. So he decided to go into rapping recently.
Ooh.
And has left his fiance for his baby mama or something like that, and the baby mama has been blowing up social media, and it came across my screen the other day, and I was like, this is interesting. So now that you're talking about LeVar Ball,
man, why do I never find out about any of this?
you don't serve the right place.
Well,
I want to know this stuff.
And I don't know about this, but I heard about the LeVar Burton thing. Did you hear about this?
Oh,
no.
Somebody hacked into his Twitter account or something and was doing all kind. Who doesn't like LeVar Burton?
Reading Rainbow and all that.
What's he ever done?
Nothing. The Reading Rainbow, we might be a little suspicious.
Butterfly in the sky. I could go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow.
Love that show.
Anyway, what happened to LeVar Burton?
Well, he made a lot of money as Geordie LaForge on in the Star Trek franchise. We can say that. And I remember Roots. I'm sure you do too. It was a huge event on television, wasn't it, Ryan?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
That was excellent. That was I remember watching that, thinking that, this is a really cool thing television did, because it was sort of just starting to find itself in those days. What can we do? There were so many silly shows and so many, kind of other. And that was Alex Haley's. That was kind of one of the first big prestige programming series, wasn't it? When we look back, it
was,
right. That would have been something today that HBO or somebody would have looked at. I would think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. And he was Kunta Kinte.
Was that on PBS back then?
No, I don't think so. I think it
ran on
ABC.
Okay.
Somebody can Google that and gee, if only there were to find something like that out quickly.
ABC.
All right, ABC.
I got it right. How about
January 1977.
There you go. January.
For some reason, I thought that was a PBS
16.
thing.
I was about to turn 16, Ashley.
Why are you saying it to her?
What year was that?
77.
My mom was 10.
Right. Great talking to you guys. This was fun.
In 77, your mom was 10?
Yeah, my mom would have been born in...
Oh, my God.
I was 7. Yeah, I was going to say, Becca's not that
have
much.
my first job.
Becca's a little bit younger than my parents.
I was 7 in 77.
I was 6. I would have been about 16. And Rhynes, you were 35?
Not far off. I was 27.
Okay. 1977 was a great frigging year. I got my first car. It was maybe we do this too. Yeah, I don't know. Are we even going to talk about the mayor? Who cares?
Eventually, whatever.
1975 Ford Elite, Torino Elite, like the Grand Torinos, black, that was a great friggin' car. And I just found a picture of me with that car yesterday. Isn't that funny?
Can we see it?
My first job was at McDonald's. I still have my name tag. And
Let me see that.
got that. It's hanging on
What show and tell with Ralphie.
Well, part of my podcast is show and tell with Ralph because I've collected some really odd stuff over the years. I'm sure, Rhynes, you could have a bit like that too. The shit we have, and I didn't even keep a bunch, but I think show and tell that now I'm trying to trademark it, show and tell. But I like the bit. I think it's going to be a great bit for my podcast is coming up, and you guys will hear about it. And we'll get together on this stuff too, because I need your help promoting it, and I'd like to have you all as guests one day, all of you. So
all right, we can do that.
But yeah, show and tell. I got a lot of funky. Should I just pick something up and tell you? Oh,
sure.
Should I pick something? You want to do one here?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Yes.
I love Ralphie so much.
I'm gonna take this off my shelf. Okay. See this?
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Whoa.
You know what it is? It's Sinatra, Caesar's Palace. For my 21st birthday, my dad said, What do you want for your 21st birthday? I said, I was reading where Frank Sinatra's in Las Vegas. Maybe we could go see Frank Sinatra in Las Vegas. And he said, what a great idea. The whole family went. We had a great time. This was sitting on the table in 1982. And it says on the inside, right? Shields and Yarnell opened, Rhynes, right? There's a little on Frank Sinatra. And then look who's coming. Look who's coming on the schedule.
Anne Margaret.
Anne Margaret, Wayne Newton, Diana Ross, and Sammy Davis Jr.
Damn.
Yeah. So that would have been.
That is big time.
That's March 17th. We did it. My birthday is February 27th. So that's coming up when? In a week or something? And and this was my 21st birthday 43 years ago. And
you ever have any shows that you look back on and say, man, I'm glad I saw that thing?
Well, that was a big one.
I'm glad I went there. Or I'm glad that I could have gone either way on it, but I at the last minute decided to do that, and I'm damn glad I did.
Lots. My mother was on. My mother was so good. I saw the Carpenters. I saw Cat Stevens. I saw Steve Martin's Wild and Crazy Guy tour in 1978 with the arrow through his head. And he had just stopped taking people out for hamburgers afterwards because it was starting to get nuts, right? You remember that? He'd finish the show and he'd take the audience out for food afterwards. And everybody would follow him out of the building, down the street, and they'd go invade some country kitchen or something someplace. And everybody would, so he had just finished that. I saw Led Zeppelin. I'm so happy I saw Led Zeppelin. I can't even, Yes in the Round. Did you see that tour, the Wakeman tour, Yes in the Round? God,
No, I didn't.
And let me tell you, here's another little nugget that's interesting. So my Aunt Betty worked at the Met Center box office. Now, in those days, the box office had all the tickets for the show. There was no ticket master. There was no nothing. So I'd call Aunt Betty and we'd see an ad in the newspaper, The Who is coming. I'd say, Aunt Betty, what do you got? Oh, honey, let me look in the drawer. She'd pull it out. Sweetheart, I only have 8th row. That's fine, Aunt Betty. We'll take 8th row. And this was every single show when I was a kid. I saw everybody. I saw them up close and, and then West got involved and then some of these other things started to happen. And then, you can't do this anymore.
I brought that up because one of the shows that I'm glad I went to see was Frank Sinatra. He came in 1980. All right, I'm trying to remember this according to the girl that I took with me. I think that was 83 or something like that.
About the same time, yeah.
Yeah, he came here and played Reunion Arena. And I was working at a rock station, the zoo back then. And I don't know how this happened, but there were tickets floating around for everything up there. And I was walking through there one day, and one of the girls at the front desk said, "I've got some Frank Sinatra tickets here. Do you want them?"
Wow.
Like nobody else did.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, sure. Why not?" And so I hustled up that old broad that I was hanging out with, and we would see Frank Sinatra.
Dusted the old girl off, and I cleaned her up a little bit. I threw her in the back seat.
And as things turned out,
the old R, and
as things turned out, he was playing in the round, and we were sitting about probably, I don't know, 12 to 15 feet from him. I mean, I don't know how we wound up with these tickets. I don't know how this all came about, but it was just incredible. And she was sitting there just bored as shit the whole time, saying to me, "Is this thing going to be over soon?" And I'm sitting there just taking in every second of this, just could see the band and everything. Man, I was just trying to take in everything I possibly could. And he was so great. He had serious fastball still back then.
yeah,
And man,
yeah, he was really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
in '82, he was really good.
that's the show that I'm really, really glad I went to.
Did you ever date her again?
Yeah, I did.
Well, see, because I have a similar story. So I met this stripper one night at the Lamplighter in St. Paul. What was her name? Juliet, which was actually her real name. And, we hung out a little bit, and then she was from Chicago. So I said, "You want to go to the Vikings-Bears game?" "Yeah, that'd be fun." The Bears won, and she was screaming at me and booing the Vikings and all that. I never talked to her again.
You had good reason not to.
Yeah, I did, but boy, that was a big mistake. And for another time.
Together.
Why was
And
it a
maybe
big
another
mistake?
show. Huh?
Why was it a big mistake?
Because I probably should have kept hanging out with her. She was fun.
She knew things.
Like you read about, Rubes. Like you read about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Girls who know things are good to have.
I think I'll leave that one alone. I'm going to...
You could have just summed that up with girls are good to have.
Women are awesome, man.
Not all girls are good to have. There are a lot that are not.
Oh, you just listen. I'm going to refill my soda. You keep going.
Let them keep digging.
I'm not really sure which side of the girls are fun to have and good to have we're on here.
Well, girls who know things.
So
All
no
girls know
starfishes.
things. Girls who use their knowledge. I
Um,
think that's actually where you want to go.
Yeah.
So are we on the hawk to a spectrum here, or
one thing
what's
to
going
know
on?
things. It's another thing to use what you know.
To know
I
how
had
to
to
do
turn my
those
air
things.
conditioning on. I'm sorry. It's starting to get warm.
That's hot. Viagra kicking in.
Yeah. Did that do it? Did we get him off of this? No. Or is he still stumbling around in the dark looking
He's
for a
still
lock?
trying to figure out what to say.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I mean, I go from groups telling me about how sweet his new lady is to somebody got their foot amputated.
Hey,
This is.
I'm trying to get on your level, Ralphie.
Here's another one.
I'm trying to zig when you zag.
This
Oh.
is a strawberry juice beverage. It's not just strawberry juice. It's a sparkling
beverage.
strawberry juice beverage.
We
Is it
don't do
delicious?
we don't do free advertisement over here.
Why? We don't have any other kind.
I don't have any sponsors. I'm not doing. You're not doing it. I am.
So Mavs, huh?
Does that sparkling strawberry juice beverage? I see it's in a can.
Yes.
And generally, I don't like drinks in a can because they taste canny.
Yeah.
Does that taste canny?
Yeah.
Can I ask what canny tastes like?
Like something that's been in a can.
Little tinny, little
Metallic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like blood?
Ew. Your blood is
Has-
metallic.
Blood has a tinny taste. Like when you accidentally like bite your lip or something.
Mine doesn't.
Okay.
Tastes like strawberries,
Anyone
probably.
else's?
Yeah, mine
or-
just tastes like blood.
It's not my show. I'd run it. But
No, when you're on, it's the Ralphie show,
It's the Ralphie
the
show.
bestie show.
okay. So,
Groups, how about Luca?
Yeah, what about Luca?
who? Okay, you want to go there, or we're going to go there or no?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go there.
Bring it on.
So my whole thing about the Luca thing was not the Luca thing. It was, I mean, the trade is the trade is the trade. It's a stupid trade. It's a stupid trade for a million reasons, not the least of which is for a new ownership group trying to curry favor with their fans and the state of Texas to help them pass gaming, build them a new arena, and all of those things. This was a really stupid thing in terms of playing to the customers they're going to need to A, come to the building and watch their basketball team, and B, vote for gaming, gambling, and anything else they have on the ballot, because that is their primary business. So the trade is the trade is the trade. Where I come down is you can't kick your fans out of your own building for booing and chanting and wearing t-shirts you don't like. That to me is I was talking to somebody else the other day. You know, this isn't a First Amendment case really, but it kind of is. And especially with sort of the way things are being thought about lately. And it's when you get to a part where you can have a league or a team tell you what you can and can't cheer about inside a sporting arena, players get booed, GMs get booed, coaches get booed, teams get booed. I mean, the Cowboys coming off the field at halftime after that Packers playoff game, they heard it. Of course they heard it. As nuts as Jerry Jones has become over the last however many years, he would never do this. He would never tell his fans, don't boo me. Don't come in here. Don't tell me. And that the NBA had backed it and put signs up and handed people cards that said warning for booing and chanting at a sporting event. That was a bridge too far. And so I went as hard as I could, as loud as I could. And you saw it. If anybody read those pieces, I went right at the heads of the snake because that's where you go. And I worked with people who wanted to get a group out there on that second or third game. And I bought 44 tickets for people in Dallas to go and wear their Nico shirts with the orange clown nose and boo. And they did. And guess what happened? Nothing. Because you can boo. Because people, in my view, people can hear boos and not die. It's not a crazy concept. Booing is a protest. It's peaceful. It's what you do at games. It's what fans do at games. So I wasn't gonna sit back and let them badmouth the United States of America. As I pick up my medical case and leave the courtroom as a la Animal House, it was just not right. And the other thing that he did was he involved people. Dumont involved people who were the lower paid people at American Airlines Center. How many times you guys been to this building? The ushers, the security people. These are wonderful people. I worked there for a very long time. This was my second home. And these people, they know the name of everybody in their sections. They smile. You know, if there's a problem, the police there are outstanding. Like the group that's in there. And now, what does Dumont do? He's such a chicken shit that he hides behind them. He makes them escort people they smile at, these great ambassadors of the American Airlines Center.
He makes them walk families out of the building for booing or wearing T-shirts. Fuck you, man. We're not doing that. And as long as I got breath, that's the kind of stuff I write about. Trades, look, I think it's stupid, but it's their ball club. They want to come out and say, we think this makes us better. I know you don't agree with us, but that's your right, but be passionate, come out, do your thing, because, we're trying to win. We're going to see. That's not what they said. They said, fuck you, sit down, shut up. And if you say anything that bothers us, these big, tough alpha snowflakes, if we hear it, we can't hear booing, we got to leave the building. Mommy, go kick them out. Fuck those guys. So that's where it is. And as long as they play nice, because it appears as if they back down, although they haven't really said anything, and they're not, I don't think, then I'll leave them be. But no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. That's it. That's the best I can do in what I can do now, because I have a bit of a voice, and in that market, I still have people that still want to listen to it. And I'm not you guys. I can say whatever the fuck I want, clearly. So, like there are people there who want to say these things, I think, but they couldn't say them, or you don't want to do that. You don't want to stir that much. I can, and I did. So, and we got them. Everybody did. The fans were awesome on this. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to let people stop booing the game.
There are a couple of things I wonder about. Number one, what happens if this team, which seems to be on the upswing and is playing better or playing well, what happens if they get some of their injured guys back and really get hot around playoff time?
Yeah.
And go on a run through the playoffs to where they get to the NBA finals.
Yep.
How do people feel about this then?
Because
after the trade, it's clear that the team has gotten better. Just like they told us they thought it would.
Yeah.
What happens then? Where does everybody fall on that then?
One has nothing to do with the other rounds. In my view, this is separate from a competitive issue and a trade issue. This is they're responding to the fans not liking what they did.
Yeah, I know.
That's where I am. Now we can put this up. Now here's the second part. Well, what if this trade actually worked? Well, then, if they win an NBA title, a lot of this will be forgotten. But it's a little like this Darnold thing in Minnesota. Everybody wants J.J. McCarthy. And I say, well, if he wins 14 games, goes to the Pro Bowls, and the Vikings are in the playoffs, then he's done what the last guy did. If the Mavericks get to the NBA Finals and win more than one game, right? They won one game last year?
Think so.
Yeah, right?
That was a long time ago.
Then maybe you can go, okay, this was better, right? But that was a pretty high bar the kids set last year. And if Anthony Davis leads everybody in offensive metrics in the NBA final, then okay, yeah, maybe we're wrong. But this isn't a team that was dog shit last year. This isn't we got to do something to shake the roster up move. And again, there are basketball people far more qualified to weigh in on the basketball side of this than I am. But I just think chasing something where the guy got you in the NBA Finals last year is a dicey game because it's hard to get back. If they get back and if they win, yes, public perception will of course be turned. But but I still think these guys are, they're mismanaging their prime objective, which is we want to get gaming here. I don't think they give a shit, honestly. I don't think they give a shit about basketball. And that's fine, right? Like if they just came out and said, we're really not basketball people. We're here to try and, we took over Macau, Singapore, London, Vegas. We want to do that in Texas. It's a potential $40 billion a year business. We think we can turn it into $1 trillion operation. That's why we're here. So, I'm with you. I mean, if they win, obviously things will change. Perception.
But I agree with your point.
I don't think that's why they're here. Yeah.
I agree with your point too.
Yeah.
The way they've handled this has just been absurd.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that for me, that's it. And like to even that dismissive of their fan base, it's just like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? And then for Dumont to talk about what it takes to win an NBA championship? Are you fucking crazy? Like, wait, hang on. Dumont's talking about basketball. Let me drop, I don't want to watch the TNT show anymore.
No. Drop what you're doing. Drop what you're doing. Listen to him.
Drop what you're doing. This guy is clearly the authority on what it takes to win an NBA championship. So, and you don't trade these. You just don't fucking trade these guys. In those, the reason that we have that building is because of the two statues sitting out front of it, right? Mike and Dirk. Okay. And when we had Mike, when it was shitty, people wanted to see Mike Modano. When it was great, people wanted to see Mike Modano. In bad stretches, people wanted to come see Mike Modano. People buy tickets to go see Luka Doncic. Like they wanted to go buy tickets to go see Dirk Nowitzki, right? I mean, I'm like that. When big players come to town, I wanted to go see Shaq play, and I wanted to go see Kobe play, and I wanted to, that's the draw, right?
Sure.
That's Frank Sinatra. That's the headliner. I wouldn't have done it. I would have advised him against it. But again, it's their business. I just don't like how they pissed all over their fans.
I don't think I've ever seen a more out of the blue trade in my life.
That's the other thing, right? Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
people are in shock.
If the idea was to keep a lid on this, they did a damn good job at that.
I'll give them that.
Because this was nowhere that I know of out there on the grapevine. I didn't know anybody that if they knew that this was in the works, they weren't talking about it. Nobody had this.
So let's talk Four Nations, can we?
Mm-hmm.
Explain Four Nations first. What's the idea here?
Hey, you know what? It might be harder than explaining icing, which we had a little trouble with last time. Right? No, it's okay. So let me start with a couple of things. I've been writing about this.
Icing is like porn. I know it when I see it, but I can't explain it.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing awesome today, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah. And there are girls who are good at things.
Yeah, there are.
Is this the show now, Ashley? Are we on the show?
And you know it when you see them.
I don't know what to do with y'all.
And you know it when you see it. Okay, so is it always like this, or when I come on, the whole thing just goes?
You take it to another level.
You take it next level. we've never done anything like this. Never.
Oh, yeah, well, I wouldn't think so. Your friend Stephanie says the same thing. My ex-wife, people would say, "Oh my God." But my ex-wife people would say, "Oh my gosh, he's so funny." And my ex-wife would just deadpan. Stephanie would look at him and say, "Oh yeah, he's a fucking riot, this guy." So Four Nations. First of all, because I'm seeing things on Twitter. Look, I'm back on Twitter. People aren't that bright. It's just so.
Well, quit following me.
That's part of
your problem.
So here's the thing. For some reason, people think the NHL invented in-season international play all of a sudden. Oh my God. Look what the NHL came up with. This is so much better than that All-Star game, that NBA All-Star game. All I'm seeing are these crazy comparisons. There was somebody posted, the kids call them memes or something now, the quotes with the stuff.
I've heard of those, but I don't know when I see it.
You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah.
Patrice Bergeron, who was a Hall of Fame player for the Boston Bruins. There was a post the other day, and you guys tell me if you see that this comparison might be a little faulty, okay? It says Patrice Bergeron played game 6 of a playoff game with a hole in his heart. And LeBron James is taking himself out of the All-Star game for a sore ankle. Is this even a fucking comparable? Like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that if LeBron James had this injury and it was game 6 of a playoff game, he'd be playing. I'm gonna go out on another limb and say if Patrice Bergeron had a hole in his heart for an All-Star game, he'd skip the fucking All-Star game. International play and All-Star games aren't the same thing. Yet people are trying to say, look at the NBA. PK Subban did a whole friggin' thing today on ESPN about the NBA lacks passion. They don't play hard. They should look at these guys. When you're on the ice, it's a battlefield and all that shit. PK, and I tweeted this. PK, let me tell you something, okay? I watched your NHL All-Star games, all right? You floated around the ice. Man, those things were as devoid of passion as anybody's All-Star games. Why? Because they're All-Star games. This isn't an All-Star game. I just don't get this. I know there's a whole section of the population that looks for ways to trash the thugginess of the NBA and the really good guys who are playing in the NHL. This isn't the place to do that. It's an all-star game, and then there's international play. 1. 2, this is the first time in over a decade the NHL has actually decided to play in international games. They did not invent this model. They've been avoiding it like the plague. They've been ducking international play. The last time they did anything where they had the players involved was the 2014 Olympics. I wrote a piece on my Substack, Ralph Stack, Showdown in Boston, the NHL's War of the Worlds, right? So this is the first time that they've had anything like this since 2014. Okay. And now everybody thinks, oh my God, the NHL invented the wheel. No, they didn't invent the wheel. They did something other than an all-star game, and we have a tournament. Now there's 4 nations. While there's, whatever it is, 18 countries represented in the NHL, we only have a 4 nations tournament. One of the things is, A, it's the NHL. B, they chose the friendlies because, you don't want to take those Eastern European guys, because they're not one of us. So you've got the Americans, the Canadians, the Finns, and the Swedes. Everybody's happy with that. But that leaves out a lot of people. It leaves out the Russians. It leaves out the Czechs. It leaves out the Slovaks, the Germans, the Swiss, Belarusian. You just go down the line. But part of that is you just can't field enough teams to make this competitive. So maybe they'd relegate or bring something back. And again, this isn't going to be an every year event because they've got the Olympics coming up next time and all of that. So they're looking for stuff in season. So they say, let's try this. There's no way they thought this was going to be this good. No way. There's no way. But it's so good. It is so good. This tournament is good. Do you know why it's so good? Somebody want to answer? What have I been saying? It's not an all-star game. That's why it's good. Players give a shit.
It's a tournament.
It's a tournament. And now, in the middle of all this, I look back at 1980 and really go read my piece because it's a little bit different. The United States in those days, Russia had just invaded Afghanistan in 1979. The draft was reinstated, and I had to register for the draft. Anyone born in 60 and 61 had to register back when that was happening. These were scary times, and it was all sort of coalescing around the Olympics. Moscow had the Summer Olympics in 1980, and we boycotted. If you remember that correctly. We boycott the Summer Olympics. We're worried that they're not going to come to retaliate. But then they decide, you know what? We're the big bullies. We're going to go run them off their own ice sheet at Lake Placid. And they should have, because U.S. college team had no business in that up against those guys. That team was so good. And I know this, they would sit in saunas all afternoon, drink vodka and smoke cigarettes, and then go out and beat teams by 10 goals. That's how good. They train together 12 months a year. This would be like taking the best players in the NHL, putting them in barracks for 12 months a year, and then going around the world and just kicking the shit out of every team that there is. However, the United States was sticking up for Afghanistan. They were sticking up for the little guy. And when the Americans and all those overtones were there, when you watch the movie Miracle, they did a very good job of laying that out. And all those overtones were we had to beat the big bully, right? And we did. And it was awesome. And it's a great story. Now, things are a little different, right? Our rival is not a big bully. It's our neighbor to the north. And things are pretty confusing now for the first time in my life about how we feel about Canada and how Canada feels about us. But the players have grabbed this thing. So when we talk about no sports and politics and sport, forget it. You can't do it. It's been there forever. It's going to be there forever. And when the players start putting things out, I fought him for the flag. There are memes. I said yes to fight Kachuk because I did it for my country. And then Bill Guerin, who's my friend, saying yesterday, of course, we'd welcome the president, which is awesome. Of course, we'd welcome the president. But then he starts going into the 51st state stuff. And I'm like, Billy, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? And then they're attributing the team's position to Billy. And it's just like, you didn't have to say that part. You know, it's fine however you feel. But when you're speaking on behalf of USA Hockey, I would hope everybody would say, yes, we want the president of the United States to come see the game. We want him in the building. We'd love that. That's part of being an American, you know, whoever the president is. But then we're getting into all this other shit. So this game on Thursday is my Canadian friends, and I talked to these people across the border. They're saying, I talked to my friend yesterday, who I've known for a very long time, and he said, people in Canada are like avoiding buying American things in grocery stores. They're stockpiling Hellmann's mayonnaise in crates at the side of grocery stores to bring in. I mean, I've never heard of this stuff. He said, I've never even seen this stuff. And so now you've got Canada, you know, mad at us and silent protesting, or, you know, not silent, but, you know, a peaceful protest, booing our anthem. And then, because I'm very clear on this point, you can boo at sporting events. Come get it. But, you know, you can boo at anything at a sporting event. We do it all the time, you know, and hearing boos isn't going to kill anybody. You know, people are showing up with weapons and trying to beat people up and being aggressors. That's a whole different kettle of fish. So now we've got all this shit going on and everybody's weighing in. So I think Thursday night is going to be a friggin' hurricane. You know, I mean, this is politics. And then you've got this other crazy stuff going on, which is players who have said, you know, things, have taken a position on this. It might not necessarily be the position of their teammates when they get back to their teams. So there's a lot of crazy shit going on with this. And I think what it does is it's really going to make this thing very compelling on Thursday night, because the United States are not trying to topple an aggressor right now, right? Not trying to top a world power that's trying to, you know, invade.
All right. You talked me into it. I'm watching Thursday night.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is really something. And again, it's different. It is different. And I got to be careful how I write these things. And I am careful because I really am respectful of, you know, I try as hard as I can to engage in discourse and not try and shout somebody down, even me. Like, I mean, the Mavericks thing is different. Like, these guys had to be stopped. I'm not sitting for that. But on this stuff, it's, you know, you've got everybody. You watch the Twitter war on this one. And this is something we didn't have in 1980. You have people now from the White House who've never seen a game before. Like, not the executive, not the chief executive, but other people in the White House who have said, this is unbelievable, you know, and then they're starting to bring in the Canada stuff and an annexation and 51st state. And you wonder why Canada's pissed off. Like, oh yeah, let's fucking go here. Sit down, strap in. Thursday night's going to be unbelievable. In Boston, of all places, in Boston.
All right, you talked me into it. Sold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm by the channel Thursday night.
You're by your television. You're by the black and white with the antenna. The Mavericks send you an antenna.
We don't need the antenna anymore.
No, they're sending out free antennas. They are. Did you see that?
Yeah, they fixed it. We don't need the antenna anymore.
Oh, did they fix it already?
Added it to your streaming. It
Yesterday
for everyone.
Oh yeah,
it's not fixed for everyone.
You can now buy
that channel now.
Antennas. Yeah.
Your direct TV streaming now
Yeah.
gets channel 29.
Yeah.
So things are normal once again.
Yeah.
Things are the way they should be. The natural order of things is
been
back in
restored.
place.
It's
You have enough tinfoil, don't you, to stick on top of the antenna to kind of move that?
Yeah. I have to move the rabbit ears a little bit, but you know.
You have the one with the dial on it. You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, and you turn the dial and be like, oh my God. It was like, you know what the dial was like? You remember those cell phones where you'd go with the little antenna?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What is it? You're 200,000 miles from a fucking beam in the middle of this, and you go.
Yeah.
Now I got, hold on. Way better.
Raise it up
way
4
better.
inches.
Yeah, way better. Hang on. Well, an extra 4 inches, Ryan's, you know.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
That I get.
You can do things with that.
Yeah, you can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I don't
Girls who knows things, they know that.
Don't they? Don't they? Don't they?
Ralphie, you were a trip.
Always. Come on out, man.
That's
Smoke
the
a
cool
little
thing
weed,
about
watch
you. You
the
know
mountain.
that.
Huh?
That's the cool thing about you. You know that.
I
You
know.
know you're a trip.
Yeah, I'm not everybody's
Wild
cup of tea.
ride.
Yeah. I don't. Listen, I don't do nothing with nobody. Don't want to do nothing with me. That's a Ralphism. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I had a guy on Twitter yesterday says, "You really lost it over this this Maverick stuff." I said, "Well, you don't have to watch. You don't have to listen to it. Well, why don't you move on? You know." And then he just kept, it was one of these guys that just kept at me. I used to have so much respect for you and blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, just turn it off. Like, why? You don't have to do anything. You just, well, I just wanted to let you know, okay, I'm aware. I probably won't sleep very well tonight. Thank you. That you don't respect me anymore, man.
Despite that I'm doing the same kind of shit I always used to do.
I mean, well, no, but to be fair, people are kind of getting to know Ralph now and not Ralph, the play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
And Hockey Ralph, who worked, for Jim Lights, it's the other thing. I look at Dumont and I'm like, oh God, I know this guy. This guy.
I'm finding it real hard to take him seriously.
Yeah, they got to change.
Every time I look at him, I think I'm looking at a guy, one of those guys in really serious gangster movies who they're going out to kill somebody, but they're all wearing these really wild, really scary, really goofy masks. And every time I look at him, I think he's wearing that kind of mask.
Is it the hair?
It's the hair, it's the round face, it's the wide eyes, it's the goofiness. It's just the whole package.
Yeah. Well, he married the daughter, right?
Yeah. He married
Madison's daughter. He worked, where he worked before this? Before he worked for Sands Corp?
Where?
Bear Stearns. The first company, the first investment brokerage firm to go tits up in the 2008 crash. The first one we bailed out. We did, with our money. He worked for Bear Stearns. He worked for another corporate mergers and acquisitions firm too, right? So this guy's been in shady dealings his whole life. Now, so he leaves there. In 2010, he marries Miriam Adelson's daughter from her second marriage. In 2011, you're not going to believe this. Sands Corp hired him.
Whoa.
Crazy. Yeah. Miriam gave him a job.
Incredible.
Wow.
How did that even come about?
It's a coincidence of grand scale.
How did he even get an interview?
And now he's, I don't know that he had to put references on the application. I'm going to say no. And now all of a sudden he knows everything about basketball and how to deal with people. No, these guys are like custom. The difference in the business is when you're in the financial industry or when you're at Sands or whatever, customers are numbers on spreadsheets. Owning a sports team, especially something like this, isn't like that. You got to engage with them. You're face to face with them. You're walking amongst them. You have to see them. You have to deal with your lower level paid employees because you have to see them every 5 feet, right? That's not how he's used to rolling, and when you're used to, just sitting in an ivory tower and screaming out instructions, it's a little different when you have to deal with the real world. I think I'm going to end on that one.
You were a trip, man. You are a trip.
Love you guys too. I love all of you. I do.
We love you, Ralphie.
Love you, bestie.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on.
When is this on the television or do I need an antenna to see this thing or what do we do?
Yeah, you do. You need tinfoil too.
Mm-hmm.
I got plenty of that. I make hats all the time.
I don't know. When are we getting this up, Ashley?
That's what she said.
Can we end the show before we start talking about that?
Yes.
Well, Ralphie wants to know.
Sometime in the next couple of hours.
In the future, Ralphie.
The near
Yes,
to
in the
not
future.
so near future.
In the not too distant future.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be up today.
I'll look for it after I have my Ancient Aliens watch this afternoon. So.
Do you go outside to look for them?
No, I watch the show. Don't you watch
Oh, Joe.
I was like,
It's-
wait, what?
Georgios Tsoukalos, the ancient astronaut theorists?
Ooh.
Oh, you're missing out.
We can have a talk off cam about that. I'm curious.
I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on, and we'll chat it all up. Yeah.
All right, you guys just lost me there.
See.
Good night. Say good
Bye,
night,
Ralphie.
All right, Ralphie. Thanks, man. And thank you for watching this. If you liked it, we want to know about it. If you didn't like it, we want to know about it.
I don't
What do
want
you
to know
think
if they
about
did.
what we're doing here?
I don't either.
We want to know about it. Shoopy, Ashley, Mickey, Becca. I'm Mike. Bye.
All right. I'm gonna go take my pants off.
Your Dark Companion is a Stolen Water Media presentation.